O'Rourke is actually speaking right now, so we want to take him live right now. Beto O'Rourke with a concession speech.
By thanking each and every single one of you. You've been so amazing for us, with us, to us, for the duration of this, and I cannot thank you enough. And I want to begin by thanking my family. My mom, Melissa, I hope is still here. Where are you, Mom? She's at the bar. Love you, Mom. You know, some of you know this, some of you don't, but in addition just to being an extraordinary human being and to being my mom and the mom of Aaron and Charlotte, my two wonderful sisters, and the strongest person I know, we learned that my mom had cancer just months ago, and a pretty aggressive form of cancer at that. And the whole time that we've been campaigning together, and she's been pushing us and supporting us and encouraging us, she's been in the fight of her life, literally, and undergoing chemotherapy and treatments in Houston and then coming back to El Paso. But without fail, the unconditional love and support and the push that you give me day in and day out kept me going throughout this. So, Mom, I love you so much. We're all on your campaign now against this cancer. And my sister Charlotte, my sister Erin, Maximo, Patrick, this entire family, Brooks, Christine, Jimmy, Jane, all the family who came in from out of town, love you all so much. For Amy, who, you know, sometimes folks will say, it was so nice of your wife to give you permission to do this. And those of you who know us and know our family, there was no permission sought. There was no permission granted. This was a decision that you and I made together. And we did this because of the other part of our family, Ulysses and Molly and Henry. They continued to be the impetus for this. We know that at some point or other, we will face their judgment for what we do or what we fail to do at a moment of truth like this one. And we wanted to make sure that we could come through. And when they ask us at some point down the road, what were you up to when all these terrible things were going on in Texas, and when we still had a chance to do something about it? We want them to know that we stood to be counted along with so many other extraordinary, wonderful people who are in this room with us tonight. So I want to thank my family. And those of you who've been part of this campaign, you know this. Amy has been out on her own, doing town hall meetings, conducting rallies.
All right, for those of you watching us on the CW right now, we are cutting into ABC News programming with Your Voice, Your Vote.
And we are listening to Beto O'Rourke deliver a concession speech after losing the race for governor of Texas. He is in downtown El Paso.
Next time you see an O'Rourke on the ballot, it might just be Amy O'Rourke, okay? No? I want to thank all of our friends who are here again, who have supported us back from running for sixth grade class president at Mesita Elementary, Chris Cummings and others, and everyone who's been giving us a push along the way and helping out as we've been in the campaign of our lives. I mean, we've put every ounce of effort, every moment of time that we have into this, and you all know that, and you've been there for us, and you've been there for our kids, and you've been there for counsel and guidance, and even, you know, Mike Waters' spiritual direction and connecting me to the higher power in our life. And so to my friends who are here, thank you all for your love and your kindness to me. Love you all so much. Now, let me just say something about this campaign team. So Nick Rathode, who was our campaign manager, who was, where is Nick? Nick, if you could raise your hand, also at the bar for understandable purposes right now. Nick Rathode came in and had the courage to take on something that, you know, most people said by the odds is going to be absolutely impossible. But just like Amy and me, he's thinking about his kids in his home, how he's going to answer them, how he must come through for them at this moment of truth. And he took the reins of this campaign, brought together a truly extraordinary team that ran an amazing effort in this race. I was just always struck by the professionalism and the effectiveness and the efficiency, where we had to make a virtue of a necessity, given how much more money the other guys had, how much more advantages were held on the other side, how tilted the balance is on this field on which we play right now. And he brought the best of the best together. Too many to name, but in every department, every activity that we had to undertake, I feel so good about the folks who stepped up and answered the call under his direction. And in the truck I was traveling in, and I've been on the road literally, we got in the truck here in El Paso on November 15th, 2021. And we basically stayed on the road, with some exceptions back here in El Paso, every day since then. And in that truck we had Chris Evans and John Grote, also known as the Hotties in the back, for those of you who follow them on social media. And in the co-pilot seat was Cynthia Cano, who has just an extraordinary person. Every one of those events that we have held across the state with this amazing events team, and there's, again, too many people to name and to count, but we went to where literally nobody else ever goes. We went to the places that everyone goes. We literally went everywhere. And Cynthia and this team set those up, connected us with those people, kept us on time, kept us alive, kept us on the road, got us here to this point. And so, you spend a year with a bunch of people inside the cabin of a truck. And, if you don't kill each other first, you develop a deep love and friendship and gratitude for those who are with you every step of the journey, every mile of the way. So to the team in the truck, I just want to say thank you to Chris, John, Cynthia, and then all of you, and every volunteer, every person who signed up for a shift to knock on doors, to make phone calls, to write letters. You all were part of the most amazing effort that I have ever been a part of, at least in my 50 years on this planet, and the most amazing effort I've ever seen in the state of Texas. And
we were just listening to Beto O'Rourke give a concession speech to